Bridgewater on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Christian.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now, Charles, a look there at the Ravens draft class for 2020. And I tell you, for a team picking late in the draft, they came up with a couple of gems in the first few rounds.
They absolutely did, because when you're picking that late, you're not expected to get some of the best quality players in the draft, but they did. Patrick Queen at 28, maybe the top linebacker. And then for some people, J.K. Dobbins at 55 as a running back. A lot of people had him #1 on their boards.
First down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19.
Walker.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 33 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And he'll get into the end end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score.
Ravens 8, Panthers 3.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And Walker with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
To Robbie Anderson.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Carolina.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
I can't believe they even let you play. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now it's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Flushed it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Bridgewater on the keeper.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
He is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 39 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The field, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marching in for the sack, ttvjuju2's. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Ravens 30.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they are just not...
Michael, bro, I'm not about to stop going pro. Like, why? Like, why? There's one reason why. Like, just get it. Dog water. It's dog water. It's trash at the game.
Tucker now to kick it away.
Dog water at the game. But this person is dog water. This game is dog water. But I trucked the team over and over again. Like, look, I'm gonna hit a truck right here. Watch me. I'm gonna try. Hopefully, they don't run with McCaffrey all the time. I fumbled the quarterback. I hit stick a wide receiver on a slant route, and he fumbled. He got the ball, and I hit him super hard, and he dropped the ball, and then I took it home, I think. Bro, I'm gonna fumble McCaffrey, bro. I'm gonna fumble him. It's coming, bro. When he get open, bro, I have to fumble the kid. That's all he does, bro. Like, he either throw the ball away. Yeah, get on the ground, bro. Bro, throw the ball. Stop running, man. Keep running the ball. No, I'm not. I didn't pay attention to it, bro. But I'm gonna check if it's on rookie or not. And if it is, then I'm gonna change it. Cause I don't think it is, though. Cause last time it said, bro, I think last time. Or, I don't remember. Get off, buddy. First, and pick that off to me, yo. Alright, bet. I'm broadcasting. I'm gonna go against an online person then. Since you say I'm a rookie, I'm gonna go against an online person. How about that? Instead of playing on this. Get off me. That's our big yards, bro. That's big yards.
But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50.
Bro, I'm big scoring a touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Non-stop doing that same game. I do that whole game. Dog water. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me, bro. Ooh, orange Jackson. Shoot. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Cookies and cream. I do read option just because.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt.
A big stiff one. Give me that. What? I'll run it again. Mama switch. Watch out. I'm big run the ball with Lamar Jackson.
Defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time,
I try to go slow. Try to go slow. Slow.
I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Get off of me. Bro, we going for it every time. But I want to run somebody over in there. It's good. Bro, what you mean? Like you're not 3 points. Bro, I'm about to skunk these people, but bro, it's only the third quarter. Oh great, I can't get wrong. People are trash.
That's not a good decision. They didn't get it though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit. Try and get this
boy, lucky he tripped. He was scared. Bro, if he had never tripped, bro. He would have got hit, bro. I swear. Yes, sir. Bro, he about to get. I swear. He about to get some match. Just run the ball, though. Bro, please don't run the ball. Thank you. Jay, he's scary. That's all scary there. He dropped the ball. Oh, 2 minute. It might be 2 minute warning after he kicked this. Might be 2 minute warning after he kicked this. 2 minute warning. Yup, I'm about to pop up in a minute. Oh, that's home. Never mind. Wow, he catch me. Oh no, not 2 minute warning. Cause I passed it.
The Baltimore offense at the line.
I might just run the game. Robin, I only do one passing.
On first down. On the run. He'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way.
Bro, doggone. Stop playing.
Willie Snead. 53 yards.
Yes, sir.
Put this one out of reach.
I knew he was going to do something. A big saw. I already knew he was going to be wide open.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Wonderful.
He'll buy some time right. And boy,
Now fight. He gonna size you up and he gonna run you over. Don't
attack on two more.
play over.
To go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size and big.
Hold on.
Games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Panthers about ready to take over.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27. Yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That's taken on the 25. Avoids him at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
2nd down and 5. They'll run with a rookie 2nd rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. It's
On 4th down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, Huntley steps away to his, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Alec Ogletree able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Huntley to throw. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Man, I got you. Man.
To throw, Huntley.
Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Alec Ogletree, his second sack of the night.
A loss of 2. Brings up
Off the play fake. Huntley.
at the 28-yard line.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
So now, once again, the Ravens will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And the Panthers coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Walker. Going to throw again. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2, Walker. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch time. Tie your rope.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taylor on the tackle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quarterback sack.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he's going to go down again. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They're going deep downfield for Boykin.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with a football all. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
On that, in terms of
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Ravens 60.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.